Hi, panel, and hello, viewers. My name is Banares, and I'll be the one who will first present to you our proposed system, which is the San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic Management System, as a requirement of our degree in Bachelor of Science in Information System. So I'll be the one who will first discuss on our chapter one. So why did we proponents chose the San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic? So San Miguel Community Clinic is still using manual process despite on this modern world. They're still using logbooks to keep data of their patients. The inventory is still manual. There are still papers in every transactions, and that paper or that hardbound copy has the possibilities to be misplaced, which can cause problems. So what is the goal of our proposed system? The proposed system, which is the clinic management system or a community clinic management system, proponents' goal is to develop a system that can perform record handling of patients and data of doctors and staff, provide checkup histories and detailed patient records, perform inventory and medicine of the clinic. Lastly is, of course, to generate a printable report of number of patients tended in a day and the inventory of utilized medicine. The conceptual framework, or the input, the process, and the output. So this conceptual framework shows and indicates the flow of the system and helps the users understand how will the proposed system functioned or processed. Next one is scope and delimitation. Scope is all about the features which is included in the system, and the limitation are features that is not included in the proposed system. This study aims to create a management system with inventory for San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic. This system is of course designed for human resource department, doctors, and nurses. This system will serve as a tool to help them utilize their daily transactions of the clinic. It will also help them organize the patient's record, monitor the clinic medicine supplies through the inventory system. So here are the list of the delimitation of the system. The system does not include payment transaction since the operation or the services offered by the community clinic is for free. It only serves for input and storage. It does not provide or analyze statistical data or graph. It also doesn't include appointment, scheduling, and online consultation, as well as it does not send email to its patient and also to its staff. The significance of this study will have a great impact on the San Miguel Brewery Clinic to its human resource department, doctors, nurses, patients, the future researchers, and of course, us researchers. The system assured them to have an easy access of information, such as the doctors and nurses who is scheduled on the day, as well as their data. The system also assured that records is well stored since hard copy has the possibility that it could be lost or misplaced. This clinic management system will ensure that doctors will have an accurate record of the patient. It will also allow the doctors to view and add the patient's records in case there is information needed to be added. And doctors can also add remarks so that nurses will be well coordinated. And also the system will lessen the workloads of the doctors. And we also added e-prescriptions for the doctors that they'll just have to generate it and they don't have to write prescriptions on papers. The system will allows the nurse in charge to check or review specific information of the patients to effectively attend patients concerned. The system will improve their productivity and lessen the workload of doing the manual paper of finding records, and it will also provide an accurate records of the patient. It will also help them in encoding and retrieving patients' records during the consultation. The system will help them provide a better service to the community. The significance of this study to the patient is that the system will keep their previous and current records that they won't need to fill up again the form or answer the same questions over again before having their consultations. And if in case the patient lost their prescription, they can easily ask for it again without repeating the checkup since their information is well kept and stored. Future researchers. The system may be a basis for future researchers who might come up with the same idea of the San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic Management System and will use it as a basis for their study. And of course, the significance of this study for us researchers, it helps us in a way we realize that we can contribute to society and how we can apply the knowledge that we acquired throughout the whole phase of our study, and also to analyze what are the needs and where we can improve the particular business process.
Hi, I am Marian, the documenter of Team 7, and I am the one who will present Chapter 2, which is the review of related literature. In this chapter is a compilation of related studies or systems that are related to San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic Management System. First, let's talk about the foreign. Online Clinic Management System is a web-based application which covers all aspects of management and operations of clinics. Doctors and patients has a unique ID to be able to access their account. The features are doctor's details, patient's records, online appointments, patient reports, billings, clinical tests, and medical store billings. Automated Clinic Management System is a computer-based program that will manage the patient's record in the clinic. The doctor, patient, and admin has their own interfaces. And last, the foreign-related study is Medical Plus, which is a web-based system that is effective for medical practice and pharmacy management that offers clinic interface, pharmacy interface, e-prescribing, and cash or card payment. Let's move to local related studies. First is Clinical Management System in Philippines, also known as Clinica, an application that can be downloaded on any mobile devices. The system can be used to organize, manage, monitor patients' record, medicine, and medical supply of the clinic. Its features are patient information, medical notes, appointments, payments, and reports. And last is the Dental Clinic Management System. It is a web-based system made for Dr. Joanne Sapudin Lozana Dental Clinic to organize her records and medical supplies. The features are patient's dental record, inventory of medical supplies, and online viewing of services. This table shows the difference from our system to the related study presented. As you can see there are two features that all related studies, both foreign and local, has the same features. However, there are 3 out of 5 which is missing in some of the studies. For example, Simple Clinic Management System lacks medicine inventory. Dental Clinic Management System lacks doctors and staff information, also the generate report. Automated Clinic Management System lacks medicine inventory. Online Clinic Management System lacks generate report and medicine inventory. Medial Plus lacks doctor and staff information and also the generate report. However, San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic Management System has it all.
Good day to all advisors and panels. My name is Darryl Nunez from BSIS 4B. We'd like to present our Chapter 3, the methodology. We use the prototype model, which is requirements, quick design, build prototype, user evaluation, refining prototype, implement, and maintain. Requirements gathering. A prototyping model starts with requirements analysis. In this phase, the requirements of the system are defined in detail of San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic processing the patient record. Went to San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic. We go to the San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic and gather some idea or data of their manual processing. We interview the nurse and doctor. During the process, the users of the system are interviewed to know what is their expectation from the system. Gather forms. We gather info and requirements of the San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic. The researchers studied and understand the whole process and gather the info and details that would be operating the system. The researchers used consultation, referral of the respective barangay, and the patient's record to collect and analyze the data about their current system. After collecting the info needed, the researchers started to create the system. Quick design. In this phase, the proponents gather idea and spend a lot of time in visualizing design before drawing on bond paper and putting the design into code. Gather idea. In the analysis phase, the proponents use all gather information from SMB Community Clinic. Through gathering information, the proponents figure out a solution to their manual system and enable this process to introduce San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic system. Draw design. In the designing phase, the proponents develop a design system that will provide the manual patient recording into automated clinic management. Create layout. We create the layout in a Scratch and see the result if it will be good to the system and to be nice to see. Build prototype. Coding. In this phase, the programmer programs the system and follows specific coding requirements. Features. After we come up with the design and features of the system, the programmer begins developing the system. In this phase, the programmer programs the system that indicates and enables the function of an automated San Miguel Brewery Community Clinics management system. Create dashboard. We create dashboard to determine the dashboard of a system. User evaluation. Execute system. After the system is done and ready to use, the respondent is willing to render the fully functioned San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic Management System. Demo functions. Conduct training on how to use or manipulate the system. Feedback. We take note the feedback of the respondent if they have a correction of our system. Meets requirements. The proponents demonstrate the functionalities of the system that meets the requirements on how to boost up the managing the patient record and the referral of the barangay sponsor. Refining prototype. Modify prototype. In this cycle, the proponents modified the first prototype based on the comments or suggestion provided by the user, and second model will be created, which will be refined based on the satisfaction of the users. Correction. Proponents will correct all mistakes that has been encountered during the first evaluation to achieve the goal of the system. Goal. The goal of our system is to be success our first evaluation. Implement and maintain. Testing. In this phase, the proponents tested the input and output functionality of the system to determine if the system works according to its purpose. Suggestions: to listen to their feedback and comments. Comments. User acceptance survey. The development system named San Miguel Brewery Community Clinic Management System with notification will undergo acceptance testing by the user of the system, management or the administrator of the clinic, which include doctors, nurse, and midwife. That's all of the prototyping method, and I thank you.
So, hi again, panels, and hi again, viewers. So, as of this moment of time, I'll be presenting now the chapter 4 of our study, which is the presentation, analysis, and findings gathered from 26 respondents. So as we are now done on building or creating the proposed system, which is the community clinic management system, we are going now to present the proposed system to our users. So what the proponents have done or what we have done is we proposed the system online. We showed to them the system's functionality and usability, and then we show them and or demonstrated to them how to use the system and how the system interact with the users and how the system provided the output needed. Proponents uses purposive sampling technique, or also called as judgment sampling, based on Elker, Sulaiman, and Rukaya of 2016. It is not a random technique that does not need underlying theories or set number of participants. So it's just that the researchers decide what needs to be known and sets out to find people who can and are willing to provide the information by virtue of knowledge or experience. So the designed questionnaires are need to be completed by the human resource that will stand as our administrator, the clinical and non-clinical staff, which is either the doctors, staffs, or the nurses, and of course, the residents of three barangays that is sponsored by the community clinic, residents of Barangay Granada, Estefania, and Vista Alegre. So based on the gathered data on questions coming from the users, we have come up of a result. Under the usefulness, we have there is 8 questions asked to 26 respondents, and we come up of an average of 4.59 and 51, which interpreted as strongly agree. While on the ease of use, we ask 11 questions to the 26 respondents, and we come up an average mean of 4.3569, which also interpreted as strongly agree. On the ease of learnings, 4 questions and the same number of respondents, which is 26, and we come up on the average mean, which is 4.3981, which also interpreted as strongly agree. While on this satisfaction, or we ask how satisfied the users on using our system, we come up on average mean of 4.42, which also interpreted as strongly agree. And lastly is the computer system usability, with a 19 question asked to the 26 respondents, which we come up with an average of 4.60, which is interpreted as strongly agree. So based on the gathered information and answers from our respondents, we come up with an average of 4.60 with the interpretation of strongly agree. The result prove that the users believe that the proposed system would ease their workloads as well as automate some of their manual process. And this system can also provide researchers with the justification to generalize from the sample that is being studied, whether such generalization are theoretical, analytical, and logic in nature.
Hi again, this is Marian and I will be presenting the last chapter, which is the summary of findings, conclusion, and recommendation. The table shows the mean result of computer system usability. Based on the user's acceptance survey conducted by the proponents in terms of usability of the system, the result is 4.5 and interpreted as strongly agree. Through this, it proves that this clinic management system will help the clinic automate their daily operation and ease workloads of the admin, doctors, and nurses. Conclusion: based on the results gathered, proponents therefore conclude that the system is fully operational and usable. By that, the users strongly agree that the implementation of the system will be useful to the community clinic of San Miguel Brewery because it can easily perform the task mentioned in the objectives of the study. Users also strongly agreed to the system because it will be changing the manual process of the operation in the clinic, which sometimes cause delays in the clinic's operation. Recommendations: the following are suggested based on the findings and conclusion of the study. First, it is suggested that this system will also be used in other clinics. Second, it would be great if archiving of record will be added to the system. Third, if the doctor has a choice to whether the doctor will temporarily or permanently save the remarks. And last, it would be great if the human resource and the clinic is interconnected. And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you so much.